channel surfing, if you will. And on the religious programming, there was two guys there talking about money. And I was listening to him and I just chuckled. I thought, no wonder why church folks can't hardly take preaching about money and giving, because it has been so misconstrued. And these guys, what they were pushing, this ministry was pushing, was silver coins. And why, if you wanted to be a part of the great wealth transfer, why you needed to buy silver coins. And I almost wish they had a number to call in, Brother Bill, because I would have told him, I would have said, did you notice in Haiti, when all that tragic, all those earthquakes and stuff happened, that their economy at that time, I mean, it started to collapse around them. You could care less if you was a millionaire.
That's right.
Did you notice what was precious? A bottle of water.
That's right. Come on.
Some of them a pair of blue jeans because they lost their clothes.
Yeah.
I thought, these guys are feeding people, that silver's the way to go, and this is where you're, and then what they were building it up as, this is what our hope is. I thought, God help us. I believe in being responsible. I believe in being fiscally responsible, financially responsible, however you want to term it. I think you should take care of your family and pay your bills and live within your means or below your means. I believe in all that. But I'll tell you this. The money tied to the card in my wallet or the cash that I have in my wallet, that is not my hope. It's not. It's not. You can save the biggest pile of money you wanted to. Put a tag on it. 100, 200, 300, a million. I heard an interview with a guy. You might have heard of him, Shaquille O'Neal. Big LSU college player, retired from the NBA, big personality. He said when he signed his NBA contract, he spent $1 million in 30 minutes. Don't take long. Had a man in our church in Illinois. He had a whole lot of issues. I'll just put it like that. But he received back pay from Social Security office. $96,000 tax-free. Received it. 5 months later, calling and asking if the church could pay his water and light bill. It'll go. You put your hope in stuff like that, it'll go. God. You put your hope in government. You put your hope in POTUS or the Supreme Court or the new candidates. And I'm not saying don't leave here saying, well, Brother Jake said we ain't got to vote. They got to worry about it. I'm not saying that. God help us vote. And pray about who you're voting for. But what I'm saying is this. We look at all these things around us. And at the end of the day, there are 66 books. 66 love letters, if you will. Combined in one, that precious book, and it calls us to get our minds ready, keep our hearts right, to live a holy life, to make sure we have that sure and everlasting foundation. Because Christ, in case you forgot, He's our hope. He's our hope. Every head bowed and every eye closed. Lord, I thank you today. You're our hope. I'm thankful today for your word. I think at 34, getting ready to be 35 years old, I love your word more today than I ever have in my life. Because constantly it proves itself real and true to me, to my family, to the church. Lord, I pray you would help us. I pray help this church. Help us in times that seem unsettling, in times where it seems like there's a shaking, a quaking that's happening. on the scale of morality and liberties and freedoms. And Lord, we don't know what all's ahead for the church. We don't know what all's ahead for our country. But I know what's ahead of us in the scope of eternity. Lord, I pray, help us with greater fervency and greater dedication that we will place our lives in your hands. Let us prepare our minds and our hearts for battle. Let us be reminded we've been washed in the blood, the precious blood of the Lamb, not by corruptible things like silver and gold. But God, I pray, help us to realize, to recognize our sure foundation is in you. It's built upon your word. It's in living a holy life according to your principle, your command. Church, this morning, my altar call is simple. I would challenge us today, if you'd say, Pastor, more than ever before, I want to be sure, because you're the only one who can make sure, that your life, your commitments, your decision is built upon Christ. On Christ, the solid rock, I'll stand. All other ground is sinking sand. Lord, help us to hold on to your word. You speak your word. You let us live by your word. Lord, help us, and the world will see your blessing upon the righteous. Your word has promised it. Lord, I thank you today. And if that's you, church, if you'd say, I want to dedicate my life more than ever before to the things of God, then why don't we come? Find ourselves a place around these altars. Why don't we come today? It'd be a good day